We done made it to the first podcast, guys. And today we're going to be doing something special. We're going to be talking about how I would invest $5,000. Where would I spend it? Where would I put this money? And that's what we're going to be getting into today. Where would I spend it as a content creator? And I already comprised a list of everything I want to talk about. So without further ado, let's get straight to it. And this list that I made is going to be on B&H. And I'm gonna try to go over it as quick as possible in the next 4 or so minutes. So first thing on the list, I got the Dji Mic system. I've had numerous Rode mic systems in the past, and out of all the systems, this is by far the best one that I've ever owned. And everything just works with this system. You just gotta trust my word. Everything just works. The both transmitters and receivers are in one case, and when they're placed in this case, it also charges all the devices at once. So that's one of the biggest pros to this whole system is the case and the fact that it charges it all at once. And then once you take them out, they automatically pair, and you're just ready. You're ready to go at that point. You're ready to start shooting. And there's a lot more to this device, but just gotta trust my word. Like I said, it is a go-to. It is a finished product, and I recommend it. Highly recommend it. I actually own two, and yeah, that's gonna be number one on the list. Next, I got the Apple 14-inch MacBook Pro with the M1 Max chip. I currently own the 16-inch version, so I had a lot of experience with that MacBook over the past 2 years. Work with numerous videos and different podcast little episodes and stuff, and I've never had any problems throughout this whole time. No sluggish issues when rendering, and it just all works. And the reason why I am recommending this MacBook Pro right now is because of the savings and deals that they got going on. And I don't know, it's the best laptop out there for the performance you're getting and the price you're paying. So I couldn't recommend a better laptop, and it also has, all the ports you would, possibly need as a content creator. You got your SD card port, you got your HDMI, you got the MagSafe. They brought back MagSafe, and then you also got a few Thunderbolt 3 ports. So, or is it Thunderbolt 4? I forgot. It's one of those. But hey, it's fast as hell, and I wouldn't want it any other way. So yeah, highly recommend this one, and yeah, it's a must buy as of right now. So moving on. Next on the list, I got a wide angle lens for the Sony ZV-1, and this one's gonna be pretty quick. This lens is pretty much able to allow the ZV-1 to capture a wider view, or wider focal length. I think that's how you would say it. But yeah, it improves that issue with the ZV-1 where you just have that narrow lens, and it's hard to get the shot without like extending your arm out super far with the selfie stick. It just fixes that right there, so you can just walk around like a somewhat normal person, and still be able to vlog and whatnot. And one feature that I like about this attachment is that you're able to disconnect the lens from the body as if it was a normal lens for like a DSLR or mirrorless camera. So it works the same way. And then another bonus is that you're also able to remove one of the elements and allow that lens to work as a macro lens. So you're able to get these like very unique shots that you really wouldn't be able to do without, a macro lens. And I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't say it's the greatest quality as far as like a macro lens, but it's still there. You still have that function to be able to do that. Next, the Sony ZV-1, the camera itself, it has a few downsides. Let's go ahead and talk about the downsides first before we get into the good things. Downsides is the battery is ass. It sucks. The lens is not able to capture a wide point of view, like I mentioned, but if you get that attachment, it fixes it. And then Another thing that I didn't like about this system is the I guess the low light. So since there's a small sensor on this camera, you're not able to capture that much light. But if you're not out filming at night and you're just walking around during the day, you should be fine. So let's go ahead and get into some of the pros of this camera. Has built-in ND filters. I don't think there's any Sony mirrorless camera out there right now that has a built-in ND filter, and that just pretty much helps you shoot during the day, so your shots are not super overexposed or blown out where you can't see what's going on. And you can also set that to automatic, so whenever you change your settings to a super bright area, it will automatically turn that built-in ND filter on, which is pretty nice. Another pro is the lens is built in, so you don't got to worry about fumbling around with lenses and trying to figure out which one you want to use to get the right shot. You just got that built-in lens that has that zoom function. And the mic, oh yeah, the internal mic is it's a game changer. I was actually working with a client one time, and I actually forgot the DJI mic system, and the internal mic on the Sony ZV-1 was able to pull through and help me get the shots and deliver the project that I was shooting. And yeah, and it also has a flip out screen, and it's compact, and it's just pretty much everything you would want really, and a small point and shoot camera. Just besides those three cons that I mentioned in the beginning that can be fixed. So I also mentioned the battery life. Last on the list, I had this the Feiyu G6 Max, which is for the Sony ZV-1. This actually fixes that battery issue with the Sony ZV-1. You can actually plug the gimbal up to the camera, which charges it as you're using it, and then it also stabilizes your footage. And you can also start and stop recording from the gimbal. So this fixes a lot of the issues, and the build quality of it is pretty solid too. It's not a plastic, gimbal. It's pretty solid. It's built out of some type of metal. I'm not sure what type, but yeah, it's solid. And it also has a focus wheel, which can control the focus for the Sony ZV-1. But I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of buggy or laggy. So if you want to use the focus or the zoom, I suggest you pick up the Sony Bluetooth remote. You can control the zoom and focus and everything from the remote, and you can have that in one hand and the gimbal in the other, and just run and gun like that. And that's pretty much what I recommend as far as the $5,000 as a content creator. How I would invest that money, and hopefully I can make another one like this, another podcast. I look forward to it. And if you guys have any suggestions or anything else to add to the list or substitute, go ahead and put that in the description. Feel free to add that in the description. And yeah, hope to hear from you guys soon, and I'll catch you guys in the next podcast, maybe. All right, peace.